Podcast. I'm your host, Ryan, and today's a special episode as I'm testing out new equipment. So I have this microphone right here, the Shure SM7B with a standard boom arm, but I have the new one coming in on Sunday, made by Rode. And I now have a Focusrite Scarlett 3rd Gen 2i2 studio audio interface, and it's amazing so far, with a cloud light lifter adapter. It's a cloud lifter mic activator, so it activates the mic, so I connect this to the mic and the audio interface in between, and it helps boost the decibels of the microphone. And so far, I gotta say, I'm really impressed with the quality of the equipment so far. Kind of really taking this podcast to the next level, and hopefully that this recording is kind of a showcase of that. I recorded in Audacity, which is just a free program I use to record sometimes. I record audio, and it sounded really good in there. So hopefully over Zoom it sounds good. If it doesn't, I apologize. But yeah, so today's just a test episode. But we're going to catch up on life. I've had a pretty busy week. I've now officially started as a district manager for my company, and I'm really thrilled and excited for what's to come, and just trying to be as vulnerable and open to anything as possible to not only be the best manager I can possibly be for my team, but also earn their respect. And thankfully, everyone on the team is awesome. I've known them for a really long time now. So I feel so blessed and lucky to work with such great individuals. So I'm really excited to, split the meeting tomorrow. So I'm recording this Thursday night. So Friday morning, I'll be doing a dual team meeting with my shout out to Joe. He's been on the podcast, but he's my old boss, but he's my friend too. So we're both going to be leading the team meetings, and I'm just really looking forward to it. Looking forward to working with everyone next week. And then I'm going to a trip to Napa for an incentive I won, and hopefully working on my fear of flying. I've talked about it on the podcast before. I have a really, really bad fear of flying, heights, and roller coasters. Those are my biggest fears. Obviously, 2 of them are going to be tackled next Wednesday, and then also Friday when I come back. So I'm looking forward to that. It's something that I got to get over. So many people fly every day. It's a great way to travel. I want to experience our country and the world, as I've said already. I don't want to be bogged down to my fears. So I'm really looking forward to tackling that. And it is funny, too, because the flight I'm taking to San Francisco, I'm flying by myself. I'm the one person who didn't get booked for the same flight as everyone else that's flying out of John Wayne. So yeah, gonna get over that fear real quick. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a great time and a great experience. It's an experience that I need desperately, and because I don't want to, like I said, be held back by my fears. I think this is a fear to get over. The roller coasters I could care less about, but when it comes to flying, this is huge, and it's something I want to overcome really bad. So I'm looking forward to that. Look forward to an update from that, and yeah, I it's so stupid. So the fear I have currently is and this is so silly, and I hope all of you are laughing out there at me as I say this. The fear of something going wrong. And I know that's ridiculous because, let's be honest, if something goes wrong, well, it's probably not going to work out well anyways. So, and that's a guaranteed ticket. So, I don't know why I have a fear of it because, once again, if something goes wrong, well, that's it. You're punching your ticket. So I think it's just such a silly fear. So I'm looking forward to that. And I hope you look forward to an update on my experience flying. I will be flying back though with all my coworkers and friends. So, excited for that. I'm excited for this trip, and I just feel so lucky in life right now for my job and the opportunity I've been given as I started to do some more like serious training on just, computer stuff for my role. I'm starting to see like the bigger picture of the opportunities I have as a manager to provide support to these incredible sales reps I already have. Um, so I just think it's awesome, and I really can't wait to be a part of their success. Because, like I said, they're fantastic people. So that's work. Work is amazing. Although I've been up since 2:31 a.m. this morning or today. It's 8 p.m. as I'm recording this, and I have to get up at 2:30 a.m. tomorrow. So kind of really going all out here. But I had to do laundry, so guess what? I'm staying up and playing Zelda. But oh yeah, I'm sick too. Monday night, um I left the window open like an idiot. Like it was windy, it was cold. It wasn't raining or anything, but and then I also had my ceiling fan on the highest mode possible. So yeah, as someone who has like sleep apnea and snores, because that night unfortunately I passed out. Well, no, I think I put the mask on and I took it off in my sleep, which is something I do. It's pretty stupid and crazy. Um, I woke up feeling like death the next day. So still trying to recover from that, taking some medicine and just trying to get as much sleep as possible. Just trying to be positive and eat and get the nutrients I need. But hopefully I get over this, because I probably sound like shit to you guys. So that's like kind of the funny thing about testing this equipment is like I don't even have like my regular voice. Like I don't sound as good. I sound probably nasally. I'm very congested. So yeah, props to me for testing my equipment when I don't feel good. Well, I mean, I feel fine, but I'm congested. So yeah, that's happening. I went and saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse with my brother, sister-in-law, and my nephew Miles. Shout out to Miles. He's actually named after Miles Morales. And besides the fact that Miles is a great name, I thought the movie was great. I'm going to do no spoilers, but I did forget, and they did announce this before the movie came out. I think when the movie was announced, the first trailer said part one. I forgot the movie was a two-parter. So when the movie was getting close to ending, I'm like, oh yeah, like this is a two-part movie. And then sure enough, like 14 minutes later, part two, or it said to be continued. And I was like, oh yeah, whoops, forgot about that. So I thought the movie was great. It was kind of it was a 2 hour and 20-minute movie. I think it was definitely a slow burn, but it definitely built up very, very well to where the second part's going to be either just completely action packed or it's just going to be a really good send off for these characters. I think the Spider-Verse is amazing. I do think the first one's better than this one, but like I said, the next part is really going to do a good job of wrapping up the stories they started telling here in this movie. Um, excuse me, like I said, sick. I apologize. Yeah, so that movie was great, and I might try to go see Transformers: Rise of the Beast when I'm in Napa or Sacramento, wherever I'm going to be next week. A lot of great movies coming out. It's just fun to go to the movies. I fucking love it. It's a hobby, and I love it. I just love going to the movies, getting some popcorn, having a drink, or getting a drink. It's something I truly cherish and really appreciate. So yeah, that's a lot of fun. I also can't go to the movies by myself because I'm weird. It's weird how I can go to dinner by myself, but I can't go to the movies. Like I can legit walk to a restaurant bar, sit there by myself, have a full meal, maybe chat it up with a bartender, whoever it is, and then I can even sit down in a dining area at a table by myself, but I can't go to the movies by myself. So if you're listening to this, I want you to reach out to me and say, am I crazy? Or would you prefer to go to the movies by yourself than restaurants by yourself? Because I've actually heard both sides of the argument. People think I'm crazy for going to like actual restaurants. I don't mean fucking Chick-fil-A, I love Chick-fil-A, but I mean like fast food. I don't mean that like full on restaurants. And people think I'm crazy for that. So I would like to know if you think going to the movies by yourself is more logical than going to a restaurant by yourself, or more practical. Obviously, logic has nothing to do with this, but if it's more practical, let me know what you would do. So yeah, movies have been a ton of fun. I saw The Machine. I thought it was going to be a lot funnier than it was. It was actually like kind of serious, and it felt like more of a feature film intervention for Burt Kreischer. But I thought Mark Hamill's, all the actors were fantastic. Burt was funny. I'm not the biggest Bert Kreischer fan. I think Tom Segura is the better of the two. Just for my comedic taste, I have nothing against Bert. He seems like an angel of a human being, just a big old dummy who loves life, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think his personality is electric. But I just thought the movie would be a lot funnier. It was like kind of serious. So yeah, I felt bad because I took my dad to go see it, and like he doesn't watch his stand up or anything, and he doesn't watch the Two Bears 1K podcast, anything like that. So for him, it was kind of a weird experience too. So shout out to Dad for being patient with that, but I really appreciate him going with me. It's really cool to hang out with him and go to the film or go to the movies. Guardians was great. Watched Top Gun last weekend, like I said, and that was fucking awesome. Yeah, what else have I been up to? I've been trying to work out again. I haven't stopped. Today's the only day I'm taking a break, but really trying to get over that hurdle that I've talked about before and make that progress every day. It's a challenge. So that's where I'm at. Nothing's really changed. It's only been a week, I think, since I talked about it. The weather's nice out here. It's very gloomy and cold, but the fact that it's June 1st and it's cold is like kind of cool. Excuse me. I feel like it's going to be a really hot summer or a lot of fires, so we'll see. I also said that last year. But yeah, I just hope all of you out there are doing great. I just really appreciate all of your support. I think all of you out there are just amazing people. And I just cannot stress enough how much my heart is warmed by anyone who takes even 30 seconds of their day to listen to this podcast. And that is why I'm actively, like, that is my goal right now outside of work and my health, is to make this podcast a step above. It's time to step it up. 3 years in, it's time to move on to the next type of quality I can. So I really appreciate all of you out there for your feedback, your support, sharing the podcast, just being a part of this journey that I'm on. Because like I said many times on this podcast, it's the only thing I've ever really committed to besides my job. But obviously you're going to commit to the job. But I mean, like hobby wise, like I've always tried things, but they've kind of gone to the wayside, but this has not. And I just want to thank you all so much. And if you think anyone would be interested in listening to this podcast or would like to be on, if any of you would like to be on it, you're more than welcome to reach out to me on Instagram at ItJustWorksStudios. If you haven't rated the show yet, please consider doing that. And also check out my YouTube channel. I'm really trying to grow it. Would love to get a bunch of subscribers on there. That's like a challenge as well, is to increase the quality of these video podcasts and also the YouTube content, so that we can grow the channel. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I also love video podcasts. I like both audio and video, so I want to make sure that option's available for everyone. Let's see. What else do I got? We're going to keep doing the Zelda playthrough. I think I figured everything out with my capture device, so we're going to keep an eye on that. But so far, the recordings have been good. So this podcast will come out today, June 2nd, and then part 9 of Zelda will come out Saturday. I'm going to keep the Zelda content coming. And then, as I said before, Jedi Survivor, I'm just going to wait till it gets more patches, if any at all. I just think it's kind of a rough looking game, which is sad because I think the combat's cool. Even though the puzzles are kind of whack. I don't know. I'm not really feeling the puzzles in this game. The game is good, but it's almost like too much of the same. Oh, I just made a mouth noise. It's almost too much of the same as the first game. Which, depending on what kind of fan you are, that's perfect. But I think because of the story being spoiled for me inadvertently, before the game even fully released, it just kind of has made me not really want to play it. Whereas Zelda, it's just still been a really fun experience, and I'm almost 50 hours in on that fucking game. And then we got Pokemon coming out with Pokemon Home, so that's out now. So me and Ray plan on battling, and I plan on recording that at least as a podcast or video. Just stay tuned on that. Pokemon Stadium is going to come back this weekend. I need to make sure that gets done. And then I'm excited to hang out with some friends this weekend. Now I'm only going to be going to my hometown to get haircuts, since I won't be working in that territory anymore. And after that, I'm going to go get some Korean barbecue with my friends. Brandon, Brandon, Cody, awesome friend of the show and my life. He supports the show very consistently. Will's been on the show before. He'll be there, and then potentially my cousin Trevor, who's not actually my cousin. We just have the same last name, but he's an awesome dude, and he's like family anyways. Love the dude to death. All of them great guys. So it'd be pretty cool to hang out with everyone. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I don't really have much else to say. I'm just high on life right now. I feel like I'm on cloud nine, even though I'm congested and got a minor sore throat and this weird cough. But and I'm lack of sleep. Fuck, lack of sleep for sure. But yeah, so just be sure to check out the Linktree link in my bio of this video or podcast, audio podcast or video form, and just check out my socials. I'm posting old clips to TikTok, doing giveaways on Instagram. Thank you to everyone who's jumped in on that giveaway. Gained like 200 followers in the last like few weeks, and I just really appreciate it. Trying to grow the page, the brand, and I love the idea of giving back to people for supporting me. I love the idea of that, not only just as content but actual giveaways. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I think I'm gonna get my congested ass out of here. So thank you guys so much again for everything you do for me. I hope I do something make you smile, make you laugh. Hopefully we're all sad together if that happens too, so we can relate to what I'm talking about. But as I always say, no matter what's going on in your life, if you need someone to talk to, I'm here for you. And I just appreciate you guys being there for me and supporting the podcast. So hope all of you have a fantastic Friday and a beautiful weekend. I'll see you on the next episode. Bye, guys.